All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another fun-filled, action-packed night with the VSpeed Contender Series, brought to you by NEPA Towing and Recovery, Mean Beans Automotive with Greer & Associates, Bug Kicker, and always powered by Nitro. Tonight brings us to the famed Nashville Super Speedway. Got a little over not quite a mile and a half track, so not really a super speedway per se, but that's what they call it. Little tricky, kind of a one groove track. We'll see what these guys have for the track and see what it is that they can get out of it. Now tonight we're bringing you the new home. We're broadcasting from the new facilities for Burnt Rubber Media. I apologize for last week. Was just getting things set up. But finally get everything set up the way I needed to. Now, tonight we'll do something a little special, of course. On lap 8, we'll have a moment of silence for Kyle Busch. As we all know, we lost Kyle Busch this past week to a serious illness and complications from that. Everybody here at VSpeed and Burnt Rubber Media would like to express our sincere condolences to the Kyle Busch family, Brexton, Samantha, Lennox, all of RCR, and all of the sponsors and fans. Wow, I was not necessarily a Kyle Busch fan. We needed people like Kyle Busch in the sport. The man's talents were incredible, and it's something I did always respect. And all I can say is the racing world lost a legend. All right. So enough of the sappy stuff there. I hate it when we lose a good person like that. I don't think a lot of people knew Kyle Busch away from the track, but he was a great humanitarian. They had a great foundation set up for fertility. So he's definitely going to be missed. All right. Practice is over with. Getting ready to run out for some qualifying here. Now, last week, we were at Charlotte Motor Speedway. As always, thought it was going to be the number 1 and number 2 show, but almost on lap 1, our points leader, Hunter Kent, got tied up in a wreck and spent most of the night fixing his truck, trying to salvage as many points as he could. But it would be number 2, Mr. Stephen Massey, that will walk away with the win. Amazing run by Jason Holsworth. Jason bringing home second, but he ran up front all night long. So that was definitely a great feat. And Mike McConville, another one, ran up front all night long, was always in contention. Now, Daniel Monahan got tied up into that wreck with Hunter right off the bat. I wish those two guys wouldn't have got into that, because them, along with Ryan Lang, that would have been a really good 7-car truck race toward the end there. But it would be Hunter Kent that would salvage a 4th place out of that, so he was able to come back and not lose too many points. Ryan Lang would finish 5th. Randy McCaney would finish 6th. Ron Thompson in 7th. Doc Stout 8th. Jimmy Babb 9th. And Perry Snelson would round out the top 10. Now, going into last couple races of the season, we got Hunter Kent with a pretty commanding lead, 30 points over second place Stephen Massey. And then another 100 plus back to third place in Ryan Lang. It's going to be very difficult from Ryan down to catch either one of these guys. Hunter and Steven have been the class of the field this season, just like last season. But the first three people were the first three in points last season. So it shows a testament to their driving abilities to come back in here and follow that season up with the same great performance. We got Daniel Monahan in fourth, Mike McConville in fifth, Randy McCaney in sixth, Ron Thompson, which is a past champion, in seventh. Doc Stout holding a good top 10 there with an eighth place. Got Jason Holsworth at ninth, and Mr. Phil Gary rounding out the top 10 in the points. I think there's only 2 races left after tonight of season 15. Now, I was told earlier today that there's going to be a short turnaround for the season 16. 4 or 5 weeks, I think you said. So we won't take too much of a break, and we'll be back to bring you this great racing once again. All right, so looks like same old, same old. You got Mr. Hunter Kent at the top of the board with Stephen Massey on his lap now. Ooh, Steven gets a little loose coming out of 2 there. That's definitely going to cost him a little bit of time. All right, well, that's it for qualifying. It looks like Hunter Kent is going to start on the pole tonight. That is... Go back and check, see if I can find out how many poles that puts him at tonight. As you can tell, we got a couple rowdy paint schemes tonight in honor of Kyle Busch. So while these guys are putting up the last couple practice laps, let's throw out our sponsors. Give a little love out to Joe Zader and NEPA Towing and Recovery. While they're finishing up here, give a little love out to Mean Dean and Mr. Andre Greer. All the love goes out to those two sponsors. They have been with us for a while. We could not do that without either one of them. Get these guys gridded up and ready to go out and put on a show. All right, Chevrolet Pace Truck getting everybody all gridded up here. Waiting on a couple drivers tonight. We'll have 16 drivers. All right, Pace Truck pulling off. So tonight on the pole for like his 100th pole so far. I know I'm just messing it up a little bit, but we got Mr. Hunter Kent. Great run by Perry Snelson starting on the outside pole. Second row will be Daniel Monahan and Mr. Jason Holsworth. Jason backing up that good finish last week with another good strong starting position. Third row is going to be Mike McConville and Tim Marlowe. Fourth row is going to be Stephen Massey and Cody Morgan. Fifth row is going to be Jeffrey Price and title sponsor Mr. Joe Zader. Sixth row is going to be Richard Malagani and Ryan Lang. Seventh row is going to be Ron Thompson, past champion, and league owner Mr. Doc Stout. And last but not least, we have Mr. Randy McCaney and Jimmy Babb. Lights are off on the pace truck. Let's get ready to go racing. All right, Hunter Kent brings them down. And we are green. And Hunter Kent gets an amazing start. I think Perry Snelson was sleeping on that outside there. That allowed Daniel Monahan and Mike McConville to roll up into the second and third spot. And Stephen Massey to come from 8th to 4th, just like that. Right now, it looks like it's going to be Hunter Kent leading that first lap. We got Stephen Massey back here just trying to make it 3 wide. He's going to be able to move right on up in the second spot. Great job from 7th to 2nd. Lap and a half. Jason Holsworth now on the move. He's back up into his 4th spot, battling for the 3rd spot. Like Jason's sporting a new paint job tonight. Yeah, Mr. Joe Zeta sneaking up into the picture. Joe started 10th, and he's done up 4 positions. Currently the biggest mover is Stephen Massey from 7th to 2nd. Got Ryan Lang making a run now. Like Cody informed me tonight that he wants to come back into the booth next season. So we'll have Cody back in the booth with us next season, so that'll be fun. Just like Ryan Lane's going to make that pass work. And Joe Zeta fights back on the outside. This is for the 6th and 7th spot. Cody back here in 8th. Now outside pole sitter Perry, he's then fell back to the 9th spot. And Ron Thompson right behind him and Randy McCaney. Got Richard Malagani right there with him. Richard sporting a new paint job. Jeffrey Price right there. Doc Stout, Jimmy Babb. Jimmy got another new paint job. He got more paint jobs than I got underwear, I believe. And Tim Marlowe. He roll up front. Still have Mr. Hunter Kent, teammate Stephen Massey trying to track him down. All nose to tail from first to sixth. Be any one of these guys racing. Still, Mr. Hunter Kent, 10 laps in. Stephen Massey and Jason Holsworth. Mike McConville's done moved up into the 4 spot here. Looking at the lap times, they are all within 100th of each other. Right now, the fastest lap of the race is held by Stephen Massey. Stephen Massey right there with him. He's definitely not letting Hunter get away. He's waiting for Hunter to make a mistake so he can pounce on him. Right, we'll go 113 laps. Probably just enough to get to halfway for one pit stop. So we'll see how many of these guys save a little bit. Bobbsey twins up front once again. putting on a show and showing why they're in first and second in points. And not too far back. Jason Holsworth, Mike McConville, and Daniel Monahan, and Ryan Light. They're not getting away too much. Hunter's able to just keep that little bit of gap and keep Steven in the dirty air. So far, so good. Everybody being nice and staying right with it. All right, after 25 laps, we got Mr. Hunter Kent in first. That's Mr. Stephen Massey in second. Mr. Jason Holsworth in third. Got Daniel Monahan in fourth. Mr. Ryan Lang in fifth. Mike McConville in sixth. Mr. Joe Zader in seventh. Mr. Perry Snelson's done worked his way back up to eighth. Mr. Ron Thompson in ninth. Randy McCaney in 10th. 11th, Mr. Jimmy Babb. 12th is Mr. Cody Morgan. 13th, Mr. Richard Malagani. 14th is going to go to Mr. Tim Marlowe. Jeffrey Pice is 15th. Mr. Doc Stout in 16th. Back up front, still, Mr. Hunter Kent. Set sail for yet another win. like Hunter's starting to put a little gap on Steven now. Steven, or Hunter, Steven, and Jason, they've been kind of broken away from the other pack back there. Hunter's definitely starting to put some distance on Steven now. And 34 laps in. These guys are probably already screaming for some tires. They lean on that right rear a little bit on this track, so I'm sure they're having to pedal it a little bit in the corner. Let's take a lap around here with Hunter Kent. You can hear those tires screaming. He's babying that throttle coming out that corner. And that's how you do it. That's a lap with the current race leader and points leader, Mr. Hunter Kent. Hunter's starting to really put a gap on him now. Got about a second and a half on second place. Jason's just not quite a second back on Steven here, but he's definitely not going anywhere. There's a huge gap, like 4.5 seconds back. Daniel Monahan. And then Joe Zader's just slowly creeping his way up. up into the 5th spot. Good to see you, Joe, run good tonight. Mike McConville, Ryan Lang, Randy McCaney. Gaggle of them here. Ron Thompson, Barry Snelson, all running together right here. Still, Hunter Kent showing the way. Sporting his Monster Energy truck here. Got about a 2.5 second lead on second place Stephen Massey now. Just continue to put it on cruise control. Continuing to pad that lead almost to 3 seconds now. Coming back to 66 to go. Zader continues his march. Coming up on 4th place, Daniel Monahan now. Mike McConville back there with them. Randy McCaney making his way up through the pack. Going to be our biggest mover. Up 8 spots, 15. We got Ryan Lang, Ron Thompson, Jimmy Babb, Barry Snelson. Zader's caught 5th place. Daniel Monahan now. Right there on the back bumper. Ooh, got a little tight, got up high. Lost a little time there. Bab making his way up through here. Like he's trying to put the move on 8th place Ryan Lang. Jimmy Babb was able to get around Ryan Lang. Looked like Ryan Lang fell back there a little bit. Babs supporting Van Dorn tonight. Chassis shop. Puts Jimmy Babb up at 5th spot. It's like as I turned right around and missed it. So it's like the 51, the 8, the 9. All those guys have come in. The 52's been in. That puts Mr. Joe Zader out front currently. Joe Zader and Daniel Monahan at the same time. Looks like the 44 is going to jump in. And once it's all is said and done, this should hand the lead back over to Hunter Kent. Just as I expected, right at halfway, they came in. They were able to make it for the entire race, the entire run. Now that Ryan Lang has come in, that will move the lead back over to Hunter Kent. Still, Mr. Hunter Kent, 45 to go, still out front, about a 2-second lead on Mr. Stephen Massey. Still, Hunter Kent out front. Stephen Massey in second. Now there's a ways back to third. Mr. Jason Holdsworth. Like Stephen Massey starting to close up on Hunter a little bit now. He's going to cut it down to about a second and a half. Got a lap car in between them there. Mr. Jimmy Babb in between first and second. Still, Mr. Hunter Kent out front. A little less than a 2-second lead over Stephen Massey. And about a 6.5-second lead back to third place, Mr. Jason Holden. All right, with 35 to go. We still have Mr. Hunter Kent out front. Stephen Massey in second. Jason Holdsworth in third. Randy Monahan in fourth. Randy McCaney in fifth. Joe Zader in sixth. Mike McConville in seventh. Richard Allegani in eighth. Ryan Lang in ninth. Perry Snelson rounding out the top 10. still, Mr. Hunter Kent with a commanding 3-second lead over second place, Mr. Stephen Massey. All right, not a whole lot to say. Been a pretty uneventful race so far. Everybody's playing nice. Hunter Kent putting on a clinic. Stephen Massey right there with him. All right, 25 to go. Still the same people up front. Mr. Hunter Kent, Stephen Massey, Jason Holdsworth, Daniel Monahan, and Mr. Joe Zeta round out that top 5. back to 18 to go. No change in the running order. Still. Mr. Hunter Kent with a huge 5-second lead over second place. Stephen Massey. 10 seconds back in third place. Mr. Jason Holdsworth. There you go. There's a run down through the field. Back up front with Mr. Hunter Kent. Coming back to 12 to go. Ten to go. Hunter Kent still out front. Stephen Massey and Jason Holdsworth. put on an absolute clinic tonight. Leading every lap other than the couple laps during the pit stop. Huge 5.5 second lead over second, and almost 12 seconds over third. Coming back to 5 to go. Coming up on lap traffic. We'll see if that plays a factor in Steven maybe catching up. Almost disaster right there in front of the leader. Tim Marlowe and Ryan Lang both get a little loose coming out of 4. Goes the leader. Coming back with 2 to go, working that lap traffic. These guys are all racing for positions, and they're not going to let him have it. All right, white flag is out. 1 more lap to go. Just wasn't enough for Steven to catch up. Tonight, once again, Hunter Kent takes it home another trophy. Stephen Massey in second. Jason Holdsworth in third. All right, let's work on getting these boys up in the booth here. All right. Started out with our third place finisher, Mr. Jason Holsworth. Mr. Jason Holsworth, man, that's 2 weeks in a row in the broadcast booth, man. Looks like your luck is changing.
Luck maybe, but I am rusty. That was very inconsistent laps, which is usually my guide of how well I've got over the top of things.
Well, I mean, still not bad. I mean, granted, looks like you lost a little bit of time when you had to make the pits, but you were right there with them for a majority of that first run. Something happened in the pit stop, slow you down?
The pit stop, but I didn't adjust correctly either. It was too tight in the second run. And then obviously trying to drive around that tightness just caused me more time.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It is what it is. Just need practice. That's about it.
Right? Yeah, this is sometimes a difficult track to run. It's about one groove or half a groove. So it don't give you a whole lot of room to make mistakes around here. I don't know what Hunter has, but I think we need to take him to the tech shed.
I think he's the one. To be honest, Hunter's the one that's probably done the most laps this week, and it shows why he wins races.
Guys,
you can't beat practice or doing laps.
I
will help you. Like just the consistency in his laps showed why he was the winner.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know how it works now, man. Any shout outs this week?
Just JT, of course, building the setups week in, week out, always giving us rockets. Doc for running the league, Sam, and yourself for doing stuff on the other side.
All right, buddy. Where are we at next week? You know? I forgot. Michigan. All right. Yeah, we only got like 2 races left, right? So
1 next week.
Oh, next week's the last one. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Correct.
I'm out of week. All right. Well, then I guess we will see you at Michigan.
See you at Michigan.
All right. Well, there you have it. Tonight's third place finisher, Mr. Jason Holsworth. All right, Steven, would you break, man? Why couldn't you catch him?
Well, this track's terrible. I know it's my hometown track, but this track's terrible. It doesn't help that Hunter's good. You know what I mean? Really good and doesn't make mistakes. So
are you trying to complain about the half group track?
Yeah, I am. Because I'm behind him. I'm burning up a little more tire just because I'm stuck in the same lane as him, but with dirty air.
Oh yeah, that dirty air is horrible here. Even
if we could pass, I don't think I had anything for him.
Yeah, he was on a string tonight, man.
Yeah, he's had a couple bad weeks. He had to remind himself who he was.
Right.
Get back out there and show what's up.
Well, I mean, he rebounded pretty good last week from getting in that first lap wreck. So can't really fault him for that, because at the end of the race he was damn near as fast as you were still. So I was like, wow.
Right.
So at least he was able to get everything fixed. So that was a good thing. Well, 1 race left, man. I don't think you can catch him unless he just.
I don't think I can catch him either. I'm gonna have to do something different these days.
Cut his brake lines or something. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, you know what time it is.
Yep, I want to give a shout out to VSpeed, the league, Doc for setting everything up on this. Johnny Taylor for the setups over at Nitro. NEPA Towing, Mean Dean's Automotive and Greer Associates, and then Butt Kicker. And then final, I'd like to give a shout out to Burnt Rubber Racing Media there.
Look at you, man. You're doing pretty good there now, man.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. We'll see you next week at Michigan. Last race.
Yes, sir.
All right,
you'll be seeing me.
All right, there you go. Tonight's second place finisher, Mr. Stephen Massey. Hunter Kent to the tech shed. Hunter Kent to the tech shed.
Hey man, I don't know if you could see it or not, but we're repping the Kyle Busch paint scheme for this race. We had to do it in Kyle Busch fashion. That was the only way to do it.
Yeah, I mentioned that on the broadcast. You and Mike McConville both had a rowdy scheme going on there. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I meant to register as a Toyota so I could run like the old NOS truck or Traxxas or something like that, but I'd completely forgotten registered as the Ram, so I had to find one before the race. But yeah, we had to do that one in old Kyle Busch fashion, and You know, it's just this track and this new truck it's not really fun to race, to be honest with you. It's aero blocking, everything's aero dependent, and whoever's got the leads, got the clean air, and it's just hard to even make a run at anybody. But I knew that first off, the last 2 weeks I have wrecked before lap 1 was completed.
You had to redeem yourself a little bit.
Dover and Charlotte, I scored 0 bonus points the last 2 weeks. So we needed to put a good run together tonight, and Steven tried to get me not to qualify, and I told him, nope, not doing it. I'm going to go put this joker on the pole, and we're going to try and win this race. I cannot let you get any closer in the point standings.
Right? Yeah, no, I don't think he can catch you now. I don't even think if you fell off the face of the earth, he could catch you. So, I think you pretty much got this one locked up.
That's exactly what we wanted right there. So, just big shout out to all the guys over there at Cascade Hollow. I think we wrapped up the team championship a couple weeks ago. I do want to apologize there on the last couple laps. I probably should have just let Ron and Ryan battle it out, but man, they were scaring me, and I really thought that one of them was already a lap down after the pit cycle, and I was like, man, with them racing side by side, if one of them wrecks and we got to go to a green white checkered, I'm probably gonna lose this race because I'm horrible at green white checkered. So I probably stuck my nose where it shouldn't have been, but I needed to try and break that little posse up, and I hate that it costs. Ron said it cost him a spot, but at the end of the day, I'm here to try and win a race, so it's it is what it is. But I do want to say I apologize. If I'd have known that they were probably racing for position, if I just actually would have paid attention, I was just more focused on running my race. And if I would have paid a little bit more attention, I probably would have just backed off and let them duke it out. But
right before you got Tim Marlowe and Ron Lang both got in the wall coming out of 4. I was like, oh crap! Dude, I thought Ryan was going to bounce off and hit Ron.
And it started getting scary.
Yeah.
About 10 laps to go, Steven came over the race chat and told everybody, now, just because you're racing for the Lucky Dog doesn't mean you can't race that 52 as hard as you can. he was trying his dangest to get everybody to race there at the end. But
that's funny. That's funny.
But we had to put this Monster Energy Ram into victory lane. Just for Kyle Busch, man. He wasn't my favorite driver. I'm not going to say I rooted for him, but and he is such a legend and so good for the sport of NASCAR and the things that that man could do behind the wheel. I don't think we're ever going to see it again.
No,
and
I don't think so either.
We lost a really good one, and I got mad respect for KB. And sometimes I replicate my driving style after him, roughing people up, and don't really give a crap what anybody else thinks. And I
was watching an interview with McDowell, and he was talking about how really and truly most people, he goes, fans, come up with their own opinions. He goes, but Kyle Busch is probably the most fair driver out there. He said he will race you clean until you screw up. He said when you screw up, there's going to be payback. It just straight up. He said that's just the way he is. He said, but as long as you don't do something stupid, he said he would race you clean as anything. And I guess apparently he was talking crap at one day, talking about how he was going to get this person and that person and how everybody was going to pay. And Michael sat down and he goes, man, I don't think I've done anything to deserve that. And he goes, I went over to him and said something to him. He goes, I told him, he goes, well, Kyle, I don't think I've done anything to you. I don't think I've hit you. He goes, oh yeah, Darlington, you did this, and this. He goes, so you're still on my list. So that was like one of the funny stories that Michael McDowell told. But yeah, just listening to some of the stories the drivers told about him is a part that everybody didn't necessarily get a chance to see, which is sad. He was
man.
He's kind of like Greg Biffle. He did a lot of. They did a lot of humanitarian work. A lot of those drivers do that the public really doesn't even know about. But apparently, because him and Samantha had issues with fertility, Samantha ended up going and speaking in front of Congress about it. And apparently Trump just signed a bill into law that's helping help with the insurance companies help pay for infertility drugs and stuff. So that was like
that's awesome,
huge, yeah. So they do make a difference outside of the racetrack.
Yep, 100%, man, 100%.
So, but I tell you what, I got mad respect for Brexton, and when he held up way better than I expected at Charlotte. I'm surprised that they were even at Charlotte, to be honest with you. But it was home, so I could understand why. But that young man sat there, and he was a rock.
Yeah, man, so, I 100% agree. You know, my heart breaks for that whole family, and you know, I wasn't necessarily hurt. It's hard to put this into words where it doesn't sound bad, but like it's not necessarily hurt about the loss of Kyle. I am, but it's more for his family, man. I mean, he had turned, you know, a complete different chapter in his life. He was more focused on faith, family. Yep. And I just it's a huge loss for the whole sport and for the Busch family. This week we went ahead and ran this truck, and I think next week we're gonna try and have something on the truck as well, just to pay our remembrance of Kyle Busch. And man, it's just crazy, you know. Everything he can win, you know, 5 days before, and then, you know, 5 days later he's not with us. It's just you never know. Life's precious, man, and we gotta treat every moment like it's our last, and we can't stay mad at people. You know, we can't take stuff for granted, and we've got to really trust in our faith.
It is. All right, buddy. Well, there you have it. Tonight's winner, Mr. Hunter Kent. One race left to go, Michigan. Can you close it out with a win?
We're gonna try. I know Steven's gonna be itching for a win, but as the season's coming down, you know, first and foremost, just want to give a big shout out to you, Jim. Each and every week, you don't have to broadcast these, and it's really a pleasure to go back and watch your take, and you know, maybe over the next coming seasons we can get somebody in there to kind of keep things flowing with you. That would be really cool.
I know Cody said he wanted to come back next season, so we may have Cody back in the booth next season. So, and
there might be a point too where, you know, Hunter Kent steps out of the truck and comes into the broadcast booth.
There you go.
You just never know. But big shout out to you. Just big shout out to you at Burnt Rubber Racing. I'm gonna have some trucks painted just for this league next year with your logos on it. So. Big shout out to VSpeed, Doc, Zader, everybody that puts on this league. We've got tons of sponsors. NEPA Towing, Joe's a huge sponsor and making all this stuff happen. Greer and Associates, Butt Kicker, and powered by Nitro as always. I'm sure I'm forgetting one. Mean Dean's Automotive.
There you go.
Just everybody, man, that comes together. Doc doesn't have to do what he does to put on this VSpeed league, and I know we've lost a few drivers throughout the season, but that's going to happen, and I'm going to try my best to do a little bit more recruiting and get some more competition, better drivers, clean drivers, people who want to come out here and race and have fun for next season. So hopefully we can do that. And then always, without Johnny Taylor over there at Nitro, these truck sets, I wouldn't be winning these races, I can tell you that. Big shout out to Johnny. He really pushes the bar, man. I mean, I think I've raced more officials over the last however long I've been a part of Nitro. Last, I don't know, half a year, maybe a little over a year. Been with them, and man, I've raced more officials. I'm not necessarily winning races because I can't seem to win official races. Me and Steven had this conversation. I can win all the league races you want. I can't win officials, but man, the trucks, B car, A car, all bad fast. So just big shout out to everybody over there at Nitro for making it feel like family, and hopefully we can close this out and go back-to-back championships.
All right, well, there you have it. Tonight's winner, Mr. Hunter Kent, current points leader, and gonna be the champion for season 15. We shall see everybody next week in Michigan. Have a good night.